What is up, everybody? It's TG back with another video, back with another Baba video as requested, talking about Singles Day, the biggest day of the year for Alibaba. Alibaba this year pulled in a whopping 84.5 billion in sales despite the crackdowns. That is just an unfathomable number. You like the English there. An insane amount of money that they brought in on one single day. About their Singles Day, which is it's like a Chinese little holiday thing that they go around buying a bunch of stuff and doing their thing. You let the Chinese do their thing. They have a big day where they shop and spend a bunch of money on your company. You let them do it. You say we encourage that, and that's exactly what happened. The Chinese came out this year and they decided to buy a lot. 84.5 billion in sales, which is crazy, blowing away last year's numbers of 74 billion. So again, huge growth. Give it a little comparison. Amazon Prime Day, Cyber Monday, and Black Friday combined doesn't even amount to that, which came in at about 30.7 billion. So the magnitude of this event is just absolutely insane. So Baba stock obviously rallied because of it, about 2.5% today. Stock is still trading near lows. Its PE is back to 20, which makes it a little less attractive, but obviously still very attractive despite the growth that it has had. Earnings next week, in a week from today on the 18th, we will see the earnings for Alibaba and see how they do. If good earnings, this thing could probably shoot up in the 180s, and if not, it's going to go probably around where it is now, honestly, maybe even touching 150s. But a couple of things to note with Alibaba is just this fear and uncertainty of this regulatory crackdown is something to talk about. You guys know me, I love Alibaba, huge Baba bull, but these crackdowns and regulatory concerns are no laughing matter, as my portfolio has unfortunately figured out the hard way. Also, I'm so sick of seeing YouTubers who are invested in to talk about Baba, never show their positions, never show anything. One big Baba guy who makes a ton of Baba videos, man, the guy had one call in Baba. One call. Like a $200 call in Baba, and he's going out here talking about Alibaba every single day, talking about it and stuff. And you talk about how you're super bullish on it and stuff like that, and you throw one little $200 call into the stock. Or some of them will talk about it, and it takes up like 0.5% of their portfolio. And they own like a couple $1,000 at most in it. It's just ridiculous to see that some of those guys are like the heads of the Baba thing, and meanwhile there's other people out here who are putting in big money into Baba, investing heavily into it, or have invested heavily into it. I know some people who have put some serious amounts of money at work into Alibaba. They have a lot more grounds to talk about it and discuss it than people who don't. So yeah, it's just annoying to see some YouTubers like that go out there and talk about it so much when they don't even have the guts to put money into it. So it's just kind of funny. But what's not funny is what could happen if Baba has bad earnings, and that could be pretty scary. And we've seen a couple of companies take massive hits because of poor earnings. We saw it with Disney today. Disney stock got absolutely demolished. It did recover a lot at the end, though. A lot. I mean, this thing was in the 158s and recovered to about 163. But yeah, I mean, that's one of the things, guys. If you miss earnings a little bit, it's going to be bad. And especially companies that trade a little higher, and Baba's does not trade high at all. Baba's a value stock, so what that does give it some room of safety. But one thing we have to be concerned about, obviously, is these regulatory crackdowns, and we haven't seen one in a little bit. But if President Xi decides that he wants to go ahead and do that, things get ugly relatively quickly. But I think this is towards the end of the crackdown phase. We're just going to see if there's any more fines or anything like that Alibaba announces, or President Xi announces as well. So it's been a rough ride for a lot of Baba bulls. Again, we're trading within $30 of lows. So we are above lows by a pretty significant amount, but obviously it's still pretty close to it. We're about 22% away, so which can happen in a week, as we know with Baba. So PE sitting at exactly 20 right now, making it obviously a little bit less attractive, but I still think anything under 180 is a steal for Alibaba. So, yeah, we're watching it closely. If I really want to see 150s again, that's by adding position. Anytime you see 150s, add. But we might not never see it again if earnings are good. So, yeah, guys, just wanted to touch base on that, talk about Alibaba, and talk about this singles day, 84.5 billion. Let me give that a relative. Their market cap is 456 billion, and in one day they did 85.4 billion. So crazy. People are still very into Baba. JD had an amazing day as well. They did 48.7 billion. So they're catching up. They're taking market share. Unfortunately, that's another little scary issue is competition. But you know that country of China is so freaking big. That nation is just massive. You know, they got over 1 billion people. So there's room for 1, 2, 3, 4 big people in the e-commerce space. So, plus Alibaba's got other moats as well, like their e-commerce or like their cloud. So, it's gonna be interesting to see everything on the earnings. I'm definitely gonna be listening to that earnings call, hopefully translated, of course, so I can understand it. But yeah, I'm actually really excited to see what's going to happen with Baba. I know last earnings was very disappointing for a lot of investors, but it was also like $200 a share back then. So yeah, lots to look forward to, lots to take in, and yeah, we'll have to see how everything goes. But anyways, guys, hit that subscribe button if you want. It means a ton to me, and if you guys enjoyed the videos, I'd really appreciate it. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Thanks for tuning in. See you later. Bye, guys.